Hello, my name is Kelly Hackman, and I am the Executive Director of FiXiT, a nonprofit dedicated to ending companion animal overpopulation by creating marketing and incentive-based strategies to give all pet owners the desire and ability to get their animals spayed and neutered. In this webinar, I'm going to briefly introduce you to the value of performing a wide-scale spay-neuter perception survey in your target community. Up until this point, you have been using people's opinions as your guidelines for generating an understanding of your target community's behaviors and how they might respond to certain marketing or incentive offers that you might provide as part of your program. We know for a fact that there are a lot of naysayers when it comes to predicting how people will react in these challenging communities. Both on St. Croix and recently in St. Louis, I came across the belief that people are not going to take action for their animals. No, one, this is not true. Two, you do need to be realistic about the perspective of how the community is going to behave, and that is not based on personal perspectives. You need to learn more about their general pet owning habits, whether or not they spay or neuter their animals, and what could be challenges removed to get them to take action, beyond your discussions with clients out in the field or from your advisory committee. You need to also get insight into their perspectives on specific issues that will impact your program, such as, do they behave differently when it comes to animal species or sex? How much money would they be willing to invest in actually getting their animals spayed and neutered? And you need to start thinking like them. What benefits does spay and neuter give to them? With our information only coming from an advisory committee, the shelter, and other associates, our sampling has been just a small fraction of the total target population. Sample size represents the number of observations taken to conduct a statistical analysis, and without a sufficient sampling, the results we generate are suspect. Statistically speaking, we don't have enough information to make broad generalizations about what is going on to get them to take action. By basing our actions on small samples, we may make decisions that are biased. For example, if only 1 in 20 people in the community think overpopulation is a reason to spay and neuter, but half of our committee said as much, we are putting too much stock in overpopulation as a message that will generate people to take action. Ideally, you are sampling the community evenly, considering a variety of demographic variables. However, what we need to do is get a bigger sampling to feel confident about the information we are gathering in order to generate a marketing program. We want to remove the pitfalls of small sampling so that we have a better understanding of the issues and a clearer vision of the true picture. This will take the form of a short survey to be given in person within your target community. You will get a better sense of how many people care for dogs and cats, how many have already spayed or neutered their pets, and then get to ask some important questions to those that haven't, such as why, what factors could change their behavior, would providing incentives such as transportation, lower cost, or other benefits be likely to make them take action. For example, on St. Croix, we were able to determine that 38% of the island's households consider themselves as a caregiver or owner of a dog or cat. Of those, 77% care for dogs and 43% care for cats. Some, of course, are caring for both. This valuable statistic, in addition to the high level of dog intake, made us focus on marketing campaign to dog owners. We also asked them if they had spayed or neutered their animals. Almost 2/3 of the caregivers said that their animals were not spayed or neutered, and 70% of dogs specifically were not fixed. So we were facing a community in which dog owners were 4 times less likely to fix their dogs than the national average, and cat owners were almost 6 times less likely. So this gave us a reality check that we needed to educate the whole community, as getting animals spayed or neutered was not even on the radar for most people on the island. Of course, we gained a lot of insight from completing the survey that we couldn't have even guessed from our conversations. And having these statistics has been useful when applying for grants to fund the surgeries needed to provide targeted help. A copy of the survey that we used on St. Croix is available for you in the SMART manual and online on the SMART Perception Survey page, but we recommend that you take a look and edit it to better suit your program. For example, one thing we were interested in is how much offering surgeries for free and with an additional incentive could make on demand. We'll discuss the design of the survey and also help you get the most out of it, of all the data that you are gathering in the coming lessons. Learn more about SMART, FiXiT, and other programs that we offer to reduce the amount of euthanasia for companion animals by going to fixit-foundation.org or join our conversation on social media.